At this time, we ask for a motion from the floor that the reports as presented by the officers be accepted and that the actions taken by the Board of Directors during the year 2010 be approved. Do I hear such a motion? Okay. Is there a second to this motion? Okay. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. All opposed say no. The motion is adopted. Is there any unfinished business from the last annual membership meeting? If not, I'd like to call on Billy now to comment on the 345 line.
I don't know if everyone in this room knows about a proposed transmission line from HL&P Reliant that's going to go through portions of our service territory, Austin, Waller County. And I just wanted to we've had a lot of questions being called in, and it seems like every time we get out in the public, people are asking us questions about this line. And not trying to skirt the issue, folks, but just to let you know that this is a transmission line, and San Bernard really doesn't have the proverbial dog in the fight on this one. In fact, as far as a company stance, we are going to stand down on it for the simple fact that the probability of this line being built is high. And should we jump in the fray and fight one route, it's only going to push it over to somebody else's route. And all these routes are our members. So as a company, we are standing down on it. As a from a personal touch, there's one coming real close to my house, and I am just as engaged and concerned about how this is going to affect each and every one of us. But I do know that there was going to be some questions asked at this thing, and I wanted to get out in front and let you know where we stand. Personally, I don't like it, especially if it's one of the routes that they have chosen. And some of the questions are, there's a high probability they know which is their preferred route, but they're not going to share that with you because they have to do due diligence. They have to look at, they have to propose these alternative routes, and then they will pick one from there. So I hope it didn't cloud the waters any more than they already are. I just wanted to, like I say, let you know where we as a company are coming from. So, and if you're affected by this transmission line, along with myself, good luck. So, I guess what we'll do is open it up for questions and comments right now. I mean, we've got mics floating around. If anybody has a comment or question that they'd like to address, now is certainly the time to do this. Does anybody have any questions or comment? We got one in the back. If you'll wait for the microphone, I would certainly appreciate it. That way everybody will get to hear the question.
It's mostly just a comment. I was disappointed in the fact that you all did away with net metering for the very few people that try to do solar voltage creation for their cells, and I think that just goes to make it harder for people to do solar or alternative energy by voting to do what y'all did.
And to comment on that, we actually haven't done away with it. We have just changed it up a little bit. So.
It effectively changes the amount that of power that I have to pay for. I'm using 100% of all the power I generate, but it changes the amount that I have to pay extra for that. And I'm already paying extra by $12 a month plus $1 million worth of insurance that I have to pay extra too.
Okay, well, if you would, I'd like to discuss this with you in depth a little bit more. If you would just call in the office, we could sit down so, thank you. Anything else? Oh, yes.
Mr. Speaker, our customers, neighbors, 1987, '86, '87, '88, we fought HL&P with a line that wasn't near as powerful as what they're talking about now. And there, we found out about it, that if you was around underneath the line of 15 or 20 minutes, your hair would stand up on your arm and your head. And it would interfere with the breeding process of your animals that was on pasture under it. And we finally beat them on that thing, but now it's coming back again with a whole lot more powerful line and they have no idea where they're going with it. I guess with the least interference with the public is where they'll go. But we can't stand that thing. They need it. We need something to stop that kind of mess. Because they tell us within 500 feet of our property. Now, that's 300,000 volt line. That's something that's got to have lots of interference around with the radio stations and health and all of that stuff. They have 3 different power plants out around Houston down to Bay City that they can bring up into where they want to go with this thing.
I understand. I really do understand your dilemma and your plight. However, this is not the format for that. I think there's going to be some more public meetings, and I will reiterate, these are meetings that's been held. The hearing, once they decide which which route they're going to go, that fight needs to be fought in Austin, Texas, because that's the people that you're going to have to bend the ear to. Like I say, once that route is decided, that's the route we're all going to have to put the effort behind to fight. So
that's what we done in '86 and '87, was going to Austin.
Well, I certainly hope we have the same luck that we had in '86 and '87.
We had 3 busloads at a couple different times we went up there to fight that mess.
Yeah.
It's just something that we don't need. It's destroying more farmland and cattle country than what they're doing good. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? And I'll qualify this that is specific to